what? He dressed so nicely. You invite the goat, you get controversy.
Okay, so this will probably be the update that doesn't really come out on Sunday, but comes out today, right? Ludwig came out and he basically addressed something that Mango told him not to. So he kind of did the double-edged type of situation here. Is he addressed it when he shouldn't have addressed it, right? Welcome to Not Holding Back pretty quick, right? I want to put this out there because last time I got a dude in my DM, my comment section, and he was like, oh, why is everybody... He said my last video was disingenuous. I said in the title, did Ludwig use his friend for views, right? Regardless, Ludwig said Mango is the two-year winning champion of Burial Cart, right? Specifically, Ludwig said Mango is an alcoholic. Hindsight is 20/20, bitch. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000. He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
The moment Mango said all that, Valkyrie, his friend, said this, said straight up, yo, is this not enabling him to drink? Because bro had drinks before coming, right? Yes, people are like, Mango is an adult. He is an adult. So is Ludwig. As my friend, if I knew if a friend of mine is an alcoholic, I'm not inviting that nigga somewhere where they're gonna get drunk. Or if they do get drunk, I'm gonna make sure, hey, I pull motherfuckers back. People can go still watch the VOD where he's like, I need a drink, where's Mango? I need this, where's Mango? People can still go watch it because it's still up because he didn't take it off of Twitch. And Twitch didn't ban him, which is what he says. Twitch didn't ban me, so I don't know why they banned Mango, right? Before I played the clip, I just had to like update people on what the fuck accountability is, right? If my friend does something stupid, I am basically got to take accountability for the actions of another person simply because they reflect on me. If I invite my friend, introduce people to people I know, and obviously you got a perception of who I am, people who know me. And if I invite someone and bring someone around my circles, that perception of who I am should be the same for that person, right? No, because the perception gets people fucked up. But if people know you well enough that I'm an honest person, I say what's on my chest, I say what it is. I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I think you cool, right? I just say what it is. But hindsight is still 20/20. And this response, to me, seemed to be the low bar of responses for somebody who was like, well, I can't change the perception of people. That's not the point. Niggas just want you to say, I should have thought about my friend. I should have looked at the whole situation. I shouldn't have been super inebriated either. But regardless, this nigga said, hey, the breathalyzers, well, a friend of his said, the breathalyzers aren't 100% accurate.
Dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
That's not good.
Hey, Q3, we're going crazy!
If you blow a 0.3 or above, you're going to the hospital, so don't do that.
We gonna blow up New Jersey!
Wait.
The fuck up! Mango Drive Home Challenge! Where are his keys?
It's all joke. Real talk. The breathalyzers are not accurate. If you just had a bunch of alcohol, it spikes it way up. I blew a 0.3 earlier. I'm nowhere near that.
Your race doesn't define you.
I just want to point out,
anything.
if Mango was actually
If you
0.3,
think your gender is what stops you from sucsucceeding,
he is not actually at
shift
that
your
level.
paradigms.
The fact that he is
You
standing,
can do anything.
that's not true. Reminder: drink lots of water. If you drink this much alcohol, drink a lot of water.
Brandon.
One cup of water for every beer, and you're gonna do great. Okay.
And that's fine if they're not. But motherfuckers still got drunk to the point where they were humping people, inebriated, and people also at the event threw up. If people are at this event throwing the fuck up, you understand the actions of... If Mango's wife is coming out saying something, What are we talking about here, bro? Like, what are we talking about? But let's get into this clip because I know that's something y'all want to see. So here that is.
Chat, there are going to be a lot more drama heads today, okay? I won't lie about it. It is what it is. But in this world, we can only control the things we can control. And I can't control my reputation. I can't control the way people feel about me. Now, I did talk to Mango, actually. I talked to Mango. He reached out. We talked a bit. And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking. But he asked of me to not speak on it. And I think that's a fair request. He said, I want to take it on the chin. I think the drama is dying out. He's spending time with his kid. He started day 1 of not drinking yesterday, which is dope. And like, I think genuinely there's a perception of Mango that people have in their mind, but they don't actually care about him. I don't think they'll be in his stream when he's back to streaming in a month or whenever it is. And like, he was messaging me. He was like, Tectone followed me. Who the fuck is Tectone? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf. And I know that because I speak to Mango. Because I am still friends with him. And I banned him from my events because I felt I had to. Because my girlfriend and my girlfriend's best friend Maya are in my room at 2 a.m. telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event. So I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it. And I think if people don't fuck with me, that's totally chill. And if anyone in here don't fuck with me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that. I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people, but it is what it is. I don't understand necessarily why Twitch banned Mango and not me. I don't even know if I necessarily agree with it. I think it'd be fine if Twitch banned me. But I'm not Twitch. I'm not going to personally ban myself. I don't think it's my responsibility. I think my responsibility is to just like fucking keep trudging through life because the world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop. And like deal with Mango in a personal way, but it doesn't need to be public, especially if that's his desire, right? Especially if that's what he asks. So anyway, that's basically it. That's basically all I got, man. And that is what it is, bro. That is what it is. And I actually genuinely have no ill will towards any drama channel who makes videos. Like, I think it is a hustle. It is a career that they have made. They speak on any drama for 20 minutes and they move on. I think the actual care about the things they talk about factor is very small. But like, that's fine. You know, it's like, it's a hustle. I don't fuck with any of them in the sense that I don't watch them. When I'm in bed, I watch 3 things, okay? I watch Northern Lion streams, I watch One Piece, the anime, and I watch the Dodgers baseball team. That's pretty much it. It's not my main pursuit, but I understand drama pays the bills quite well. You make a video 20 minutes every day about some shit you can talk about, get a couple 100,000 views. That's an easy life. That's a good life. So you know, I can't blame the hustle. I understand why they do it. And I thought about, like, maybe I should make a mogul mail and address it all and talk about it. And then I was like, well, who am I doing this for? Ultimately, I'm doing it to change the opinion that other people have of me, as opposed to doing what I think is actually more important, which is just, you know, going through life, attempting to be better in different arenas. It doesn't matter if people think I'm doing better. It matters if I think I'm doing better and the people around me think I'm doing better. I don't need to change people's minds and whatnot. That is like a purely selfish endeavor to be viewed upon more favorably, but who cares about being viewed upon more favorably? We all get buried under the dirt at the end of the day, and I think we should just do our best to help the people around us as we go through our life.
So, you heard that clip, right? Ludwig himself, he's like, hey, I talked to Mango, we chatted, he asked me not to speak of it, which this nigga does speak of it. And I want to be very, very clear, right? For a moment, when this nigga says, hey, 100%, I can't control the past, blah, 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 neither could Mango. Neither could Mango. You cannot control your actions or what people think about you. That is 100% true, right? That's why I have the Not Holding Back series. I don't give a fuck what people say about me, talk about me. You can't prove the conversations I'm having here right now is just to have the conversation. People's like, oh, some dude was like, you're talking about drama or gossip. I was like, no, nigga. Gossip is what women do. Drama is basically right now there's two streamers, Reggie and DDG, having beef. That's drama. That's beef drama. Right? This is different. This is people looking at a situation and saying there's two parts of accountability. Mango took his part, Ludwig has to take his part. And the conversation of accountability is, you knew he was an alcoholic. And someone in my comments said, well, you don't drink. Maybe put yourself in these people's shoes. I will never do that because I don't drink, right? I don't get inebriated. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink. I eat food. I have fun. I live my life, right? Ludwig said 100% from his mouth, hey, I can't control what people think about me. That is true, 100%. But it's not, it's deflection. It's not about what you can and cannot control. It's what people saying, and what you should be saying is you take responsibility for said actions. It shouldn't have took Maya, his girlfriend, Cutie Cinderella, to come to him at 2 a.m. in his room and say, hey, Mango made us feel uncomfortable. Can you ban him at his events? When there is literal footage of even Mango humping him before humping anybody else with his shirt off.
I'm getting fucked right now.
Why are you grabbing it? Don't grab it.
Sorry, I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Oh, fucking me. You just fucked me from behind. Get off me. Oh my god. He dressed so nicely.
I think the only comment I'd probably have to say is like the fact where he talked about, I think it was like Maya and her friend or his girlfriend talking about how uncomfortable where they were. The thing that I still find a little bit weird is like, yeah, bro, you were getting dry humped by Mango too while he was drunk. It shouldn't have to be like explained to you why that's not good. Okay, you don't know Maya's history or any other girl's history when it comes to, you know, potentially sexual harassment and what they might have like lived through in their entire lifetime. Okay, it might not be their first encounter, and this might be something that can be very triggering for them. And even if it was their first encounter, this is not cool. It's no bueno. It's not behavior that should be normalized, and it's something that just shouldn't require a conversation for you to understand the gravity of why people are uncomfortable, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. If there's anything that comes from this, I'll let you guys know. But for now, we're moving forward.
You saw that, right? You saw that? So what the fuck are we talking about here? It took those two to tell you probably when he's less inebriated, because he blew a 0.9, right?
Ellum, you're in this game. Well, it's called Ellum.
Okay, you need to change that. Oh. You sat down.
That's a hard blow. It is.
Ellum is Mango.
Hit home.
You know how to do it? How about
Take a shot. Yo, sounds. How are you
Hit home.
What?
And then settings.
Dude, you blew a .32.
The gear wheel. Settings.
Go back to You're 4x the driving limit.
No. Home. Then go down. And then all the way to the right. You want
I just blew a .09.
Play the clip again where the nigga says, hey, these breathalyzers are not accurate. He may have not been that drunk, and Mango may have not been that drunk, because basically it's they're drinking and they're not waiting a long time, and they're also taking water in between. But except for Mango, he was just taking shots. Other people were taking water in between drinking. So the breathalyzers may have not been 100% accurate because it's blood alcohol levels, but your breath might still have alcohol on it, right? So Mango might have not been at these higher numbers, but it's very concerning to the general public when these come out. Plus, you also said he is an alcoholic. I'm sorry. I might be throwing myself into a tangent, but let's be real. And let's let the facts factuate themselves. What is out is factually proven, right? You cannot change people's perception in the public eye, but dumbass, this happened in the public eye. This happened online, live for people, in front of people, live. And Mango took the fucking hit and got canceled for it. And I love when Ludwig says this, because it's something that a lot of people agreed with. Well, why didn't Twitch ban Lud? Doesn't make sense. Because it was his event. Ludwig says, well, why I didn't get banned? Because it was my event. Because you wasn't the one doing the humping, I guess. And plus, Twitch don't want to ban you because you are friends with Hassan Piker. Somebody said that. Someone said Ludwig is like the golden retriever of Twitch, right? Hassan Piker said the same shit. But this, to me, and to anybody else out there who didn't pay attention to it, if it took Valkyrie to say yo, isn't this enabling him? And for bro to be like, oh no, it's not. It's pretty okay. That tells you there was two different thought patterns here of friendship. Yes, Ludwig is like, he's still my friend. He's still my boy. That's fine. But I know that first day, second day afterwards, whenever he filmed it, for Mango being sober is hard. It's hard for niggas to get past drinking as an outlet for whatever they're dealing with. Because, listen, I've known people who have like mental issues, mental disorders, right? That they think working out, it's gonna help. They think reading a lot, doing their passions is gonna help, but their depressions and their mental mind isn't. I personally understand that, right? Silence is golden. Ludwig didn't have to address it. All he had to say was 100%, look, I'm going to take as much accountability as I can. I fucked up. At some point, I kind of pushed my friend overboard and he got hit with the ultimate band hammer and he lost his sponsorship. The nigga lost everything. To sit here and say you take no accountability for that, copy, say less. People know what type of time you want. The type of time you was on is pussy. You want pussy. There is no like, oh, I can't change the perception of the public, but you know, me and his friendship are still good, but I banned him from my events because my girlfriend's friends said they were uncomfortable. But in reality, you were the one being humped. It doesn't take two different people to tell you something that you should have already fucking known. It doesn't take the internet to tell you if the nigga had a problem, you should have never had him in that space. Maybe I do give Ludwig this generous benefit, right? He may have banned him from his events, Mango from his events, because all of Ludwig's events are strictly around drinking. Hey, you know what? That's the smartest shit I've heard, right? Because he never said that. I'm saying that, right? I don't know if most of his events are drinking. White boy getting drunk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people think getting drunk is fun or drinking is fun. But you know what? That's just me. I don't care. But that's the perception of it, right? And like I say this a lot of times. Perception of something gets you fucked up. Perceiving something can get you fucked up, right? As we look towards the understanding of this conversation, including the end of the video, end of his live stream where he does address people defending him and blah, 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 right? Everything happened in the public eye. I think Ludwig removed Mango because he knows a lot of his events are drinking. I'll give him that. Like, hey, you know what? I got a lot of drinking events. I don't want to invite Mango. A lot of us do get a little bit inebriated. He is an alcoholic. I should have saw it first. And he probably talked to Mango like, yo, listen, bro, you know, I kind of should have thought about this a little. He might have said something in conversation that he's not saying to the general public. Like, yo, I might have not have thought about this, man. Like, I'm sorry you lost everything. I just, you know, my girlfriend and blah, blah. He's like, Mango might be like, nah, my nigga's going to be fine. I'm going to come back to Twitch. And he says Mango might come back in a month or so. He doesn't know. But Mango might be back. And when he comes back, he's going to be sober. He's going to play some games. He might be raging because he's not drinking. Who knows? He might have a whole switch up. And that's fine. I think people's perception and understanding of this conversation was, yo, there's two sides. Mango apologized. Mango said, I'm going to address everyone that I did harm to. That apology. He said that. You got other people going to you saying, well, you know, I kind of messed up and this person, Maya, was humped here. Mango said he would apologize to Maya in private. Which Mango probably should have said to him, like, yo, yeah, I apologize to Maya. I apologize to Cutie Cinderella. I apologize to Extra Emily. I apologize to Cinna. I apologize to anybody. Mango said he would apologize to people who he did wrong off camera. And I want to be frank here and say, this is as much liberty as I can give everybody. Because one, circumstances do happen, right? Like the whole Kai Cenat situation, right? Kai Cenat had a friend or an acquaintance, can't call everybody your friend, a long time ago at a New Year's Eve party, 2022, 21, something like that, New Year's Eve party. And they rented out a spot. Some girl got tired. She went upstairs. Some dude went upstairs and smashed her. And then she called sexual assault, right? And she called that assault. And that's kind of like not what happened. The dude cried on Kai's phone. Kai was like, I'm doing an investigation to find out what's going on. Spend as much money as possible because he's like, if he did that, that's not my nigga no more. I don't know him. Fuck him. But I don't think he was friends with Kai at all. I think he was acquaintances. Kai didn't really know him like that. So that's fine, right? Or distance himself. This is the same situation where it's like people wanted Kai to take some accountability because people said Kai set the girl up. which necessarily wasn't true. Because the girl, it was a big ass house. If the footage is still out there of Kai having a party, there was so many people there. It was like he was swarmed with mad heads. I 100% can understand perception of something, right? Get you fucked up. People just want Ludwig to take responsibility because you knew your friend was an alcoholic. You knew he had a problem, and you found him to be fun. Abba and Preach said this, right? Here's the clip.
Alcoholism is a thing that a lot of people deal with. And also at the same time, we don't really treat like a real problem because some people who are alcoholics also appear to be fun. That was your perception of him. You thought he was fun. That's how you described him. Man, he's so cool, whatever.
In his lifetime, he drinks like 10,000 Provendiers?
Yeah. It's like, that's a problem, my guy. And we need to just change the way we talk about people and when they drink. And also how we behave in relation to that.
100%.
I don't watch enough Twitch to give a fuck about none of these people, okay? Whether you lose your job, become president or whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'm seeing somebody who has an obvious problem be let loose, given whatever he needs, encouraged to do it, and then lose everything. And everyone's just like, he's so inappropriate, he's bad. And it's like, do we not recognize that we have somebody who has an illness?
See? Yeah, you found him to be fun. You found him to be delightful as a drunk. You found him to be lit, right? Because everybody, when they get drunk, they're the funnest people in the world, right? Until they start doing a lot of damaging shit. People wanted Ludwig to just own up to like, hey, this is my homie. I kind of should have thought of hindsight 2020. Someone in the last video said, why wasn't there more chaperones at this little event? If this is your event, why wasn't there more sober people looking out for everybody else? Especially if you're going to get drunk at your own event or get, lit or tipsy. If you're going to do that at your event, there should have been chaperones to look over everybody to make sure it doesn't go too far. It went further enough to the point people were throwing up. This is not a disingenuous video. This is the conversation to be had. At the end of his live stream, Ludwig put out that he doesn't want nobody defending him. He doesn't want nobody going after nobody. He doesn't want nobody attacking nobody. He doesn't want his audience to get involved necessarily. But, Ludwig also was the same person that said, well, you can't control your fucking audience.
Online defending me, I'm getting hella shit online. But I think that's chill. Like, that's ultimately the right of people on the internet, regardless whether it's based in truth or not. It is our privilege as people to think what we want. And I personally am always under the belief that there's no real value outside of my own ego in trying to control the reputation I have amongst others. So I would hope you guys similarly don't ever feel pressure to like fucking get in the trenches. Like, don't spend 30 minutes even of your day tweeting at people or replying to people on like Reddit or Twitter. It's not worth it, bro. It's like it's just gonna make your life worse. My life's fine. I like my life. My mom's visiting tomorrow. I'm pumped about that. And I feel secure in the relationships and friendships I have with people. But it's also okay if people online are not in agreement with that. It's,
And that was a clip of him basically just telling his audience, like, yo, don't defend shit on my behalf, right? Don't spend the rest of your time, right? And listen, a lot of this happened in the public eye, right? A lot of this can or can't be solved privately. It depends on who the person is, right? But if you're Ludwig, people are just saying, yo, you got some accountability, take some accountability for your friend's actions, right? But the fact that you enabled him, you pushed him, you did do that. People do believe that's what happened because if they watch the footage, because the footage is still out there, I'll leave it in the description, he did enable his friend. He did push. Every time he took a shot, yo, where's Mango? Every time he did this, where's Mango? Da-da-da, where's Mango?
It's a drinking race. Mango going for a chug, didn't realize it was a drinking race. Mango somehow, I don't know, I don't understand why, not super coherent right now. Dare I say he might be drunk.
Go with the first place.
Fuck these hosts. He's a .34 right now. He doesn't even know what we're saying. At any point, he might swing. You have to be careful.
I rewatch that whole shit. I can blast him. I can be like, yo, bro, you stupid. Like, this was done in the public. Like, this was you. This is not you. Is this not you? Like, what are we talking about? Let's up those numbers. Like, am I crazy? Right? Regardless if the breathalyzers weren't accurate, it's just people are like bringing up the same conversation of it is. You have some accountability. It takes some accountability. Are you 100% at fault for not knowing that your friend is an alcoholic? No, because you did know he was an alcoholic. So you are at some fault. You are at 100% fault. You knew your friend was an alcoholic. And that is to be understood. If you are an alcoholic or you drink, then understand that. But to pinpoint this precisely, that you knew bro had a problem and you just said fuck it. And you said that out loud to two people that you knew. Really? Are we, you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense, chat. But look, this is exactly the conversation I like to have. Now, is Ludwig at some level of fault here? Yes, he is. Did Mango take up all of his responsibility? Yes. Yes, he did. That was the most responsible thing you could do. You can't turn back the annals of time. If Mango thought the same way Ludwig was thinking and not taking no responsibility for his shit, he technically would be banned off of Twitch for like 3 months if he was taking zero responsibility, right? Tectone following Mango is like, hey man, you got shafted. That's fucked up. And Ludwig is like, yo, I'm still friends with Mango. That is fine. That can still be a nigga. Nobody says y'all can't still be friends. People's problematic situation was you used your friend for some type of level boosting of views. He won Mario Kart 2 years in a row and gotten drunk. There's a problem with that. The problem is, you know he's an alcoholic. You know he has a problem. So why not take the best advantage in knowing that, hey, last year we filmed this, Mango was kind of lit. I think I'm going to make sure he doesn't get to that point of super inebriating and he does his dumb Mango shit because there's other people that have not been here for that last burial cards. Okay? There's newcomers here. There's new people here that he don't know. Which Omazy even said there's people there that Mango doesn't know.
Especially because he doesn't even really know these people. It's not like they have some sort of rapport, specifically the women in the room. It's not like Mango knows them. It's not like they know Mango. They might know of each other, but this is like the first or second time they've ever been in the room, according to Ludwig. And when I say he humped all night. When I say he touched all night. It's clear to a lot of people that in this situation, these women are not only uncomfortable, but also are being essentially harassed. I'm glad that this was caught on camera because when the situation was brought to somebody like Ludwig's attention or whoever else's attention, they did nothing but gaslight the women calling this out and then enable the behaviors of Mango.
So that is also hindsight is 2020. There's people here that Mango fucks with, and there's people here that he doesn't fuck with and doesn't know specifically. The newcomers, the extra Emily, the Sinners. Even, I don't even know if bro's girlfriend always shows up to these events. And Maya. So there's a lot of factors here that it's just like, oh, Mango don't know these people. I should kind of pull him back. That's all niggas is saying. You got some responsibility. Is he 100% at fault for getting Mango drunk? No. Mango did get inebriated before coming, but also got more lit here, and bro kept saying, let's up those numbers. Personally to me, if you call a nigga an alcoholic and says he drinks like 10,000 beers, you know he had a problem. His alcoholism, he has a problem. That's just been it, right? That's the conversation. Let me know what you think in the description below, right? Do you think Ludwig should take up some responsibility? Does he have some responsibility for his friend? Some accountability? Let it be heard in the description below. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say for now, because a lot of times people just don't like these back and forths. That's personally okay. I don't give a fuck. But let me know what you think in the description. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified. But also, let me pinpoint. These are just conversations that people are having. I like to project these conversations. Now, hindsight, yes, it's 2020. You got to think beyond where you're at now into the next moment, into the future, and realize the results, right? I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life, and I usually do crazy things. But usually they're out of fun, being a little bit ignorant on one end, but also realizing, oh, you know, that was kind of stupid after the aftermath of it. And 9 times out of 10, if you somebody's friend, it shouldn't take the aftermath of learning I should cut this person off my events. No, unless, like I said before, let me know what y'all think. But I do think Ludwig told bro, don't come to my events because they're all drinking events. And it's gonna take a while for Mango to get sober. That's sobriety is crazy. I've heard a lot of stories about it, so let me know what you think. Do you agree with anything in this video? Do you disagree? And that's perfectly fine if you disagree. I'll go back and forth with you in the comments all I want because it's my fucking video. It's your boy Fat Man. Thank you for coming to Not Holding Back. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, be notified for me. Remember to never give up, never surrender, keep it grinding. Peace, and I'm out.
Fucking me. He's fucking me from behind. Get off me. Oh my god. He dressed so nicely.
You invite the goat, you get controversy.
Shit. Getting on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill.
Where's the last
Some of
one?
you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All the niggas falling like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah, man.
Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story, so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.